And they're curious. Among all the naturalities that can occur, earthquakes are considered the most devastating. They tend to result in more victims. In addition to triggering a sequence of incidents, catastrophic, such as tsunamis and volcanic eruptions, Brazilians are lucky enough to live in a country with a relative absence of earthquakes, while in other parts of the world, like California, seismic tremors are a constant concern. Today we will delve into a delicate subject and at the same time scary, the famous San Andreas Fault. Let's explore what makes this flaw so unique and dangerous, its historical impacts, and the devastating consequences that she can bring to nearby cities. Very soon, got curious? So come with me and I'll tell you everything. You like to learn funny gifts? Expand your knowledge, so don't waste any more time. Subscribe to our channel right now. Activate the bell and join our community. Too curious? Our main social networks are below in description. Are prepared to unravel the San Andreas. Well, I'm Arthur Oak, and welcome to the channel. From time to time, several tremors are recorded in California and are a reminder for residents of the U.S. state that at some point in the future, the dreaded tremor known as the Big One will arrive. For those who don't know what the Big One is, it is the expected mega earthquake, potentially devastating, that at some point can reach the American West from a gigantic and famous crack, San Andreas Fault call, which is the result of moving to plates, tectonics that bring seismic stability to the region. California is a vulnerable region. Seismic activity due to the presence of a series of flaws in Earth's crust. As mentioned above, one of the best known faults is the famous San Andreas, where Pacific and North tectonic plates are found. These boards are in constant motion, which results in stresses accumulated over time and eventually leads earthquakes. This fault is one of the biggest in the world. It extends for approximately 300 kilometers along California, from the Gulf of California to the north of the state. It crosses densely populated areas, including big cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, and San Diego. The fault was named due to its proximity to the city of San Andreas, located in the Rocky Mountains of California. Throughout history, the San Andreas failure was already responsible. Significant in 1,800, an earthquake with magnitude 8 on the Richter scale shook the region. Another earthquake, and one of the most famous earthquakes associated with San Andreas failure, it was the San Francisco earthquake in 1906, with an estimated magnitude of 7.8. The earthquake caused damage, widespread and devastating fires in the city of San Francisco. About 7,000 people lost their lives. What worries researchers most is the part south of the fault. Scientists believe there is an accumulation, significant tension, indicating the possibility of a catastrophic earthquake in the future. Records, geological sites indicate that concussions of great magnitude occur in this region every 150 years. The buildup of voltage at that point could lead to a catastrophic earthquake with a magnitude greater than 80 points on the scale. The Richter scale is a scale, logarithmic, that defines how intense an earthquake is. It starts at very low values, which are called microseisms, which usually happen below 2. And those little earthquakes, barely noticeable to us, on a Richter scale increases logarithmically, so that each increase point means a tenfold increase. This way, a 3 magnitude earthquake is 10 times bigger than one of 2, and a magnitude for earthquake is 100 times bigger than one of 2, and so on. The scale can reach values greater than 9. That would be devastating earthquakes, like the earthquake of 2011 in Japan that caused the Fukushima nuclear accident. The higher the intensity value, rarer is the event. While earthquakes drop to on the Richter scale, it can happen thousands of times in a single day. An earthquake like what happened in Japan, it may take 20 years to occur again. Earthquakes with values greater than 10 on the scale have never been recorded in history. The impact that an earthquake of this magnitude would be of a much higher order of magnitude than what happened in Japan in 2011. This is a constant concern for experts in San Andreas, because it's been 100 years since the last major earthquake in the region occurred in 1906. The government has taken measures to strengthen structures built in concrete since 2014, preparing them for possible large earthquakes. Magnitude. In addition, an application mobile was developed to alert residents on earthquakes of magnitude 5 or greater, providing a few seconds in advance. Although that's not enough for a mass evacuation, can help people save time before the onset of the catastrophe. Unfortunately, as it is a natural phenomenon recurrent in the region, marauders have few options to be cautious. However, in the end, this region of the United States is subject to luck. It is not a question of whether an earthquake will occur, but when will it happen, as local authorities constantly emphasize. In a possible earthquake, water would be an urgent need, but most water networks would probably be damaged by earthquake. Public services like electricity, natural gas, gasoline, and phones would be interrupted for days or even weeks. Medical facilities would be overloaded, and the damaged roads would make it difficult to access hospitals. The supply of food and medicine would be limited in some areas, and radio and TV communications would be irregular. Conservative estimates point to at least 3,000 deaths and up to 50,000 injured. In a possible earthquake capable of destroying entire cities up to 200 kilometers from its epicenter. However, most intense earthquakes could cause even more significant damage. Even those who survive the immediate earthquake would be in danger, and everyone must be prepared for the worst-case scenario. The region along the San Andreas Fault is characterized by constant seismic activity, with small earthquakes occurring regularly. These smaller earthquakes help release part of the accumulated tension, but also serves as a reminder, the possibility of a large earthquake to come. Tell me about it here in the comments. What did you think of San Andreas failure? You think it will take too long for a big earthquake to happen in this region? And if you liked our content and want to continue exploring unknown topics, be sure to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications to receive the next videos. Leave themes in the comments for future videos you would like to see here on the channel. Thank you for accompanying us here, and wait for you on our next adventure.